Okay, here we go. This will probably be my last game of the day today. SimoneRota is who I'm playing. 2006 is his rating. Or her rating, I don't know. So I'm just going to play London System because it's boring, but I generally get a decent position out of it. And a lot of times you can get some pretty nice attacks going. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So, it looks like he's just in a trading mood today. I can't play f4, he'll just trap me, and I don't have my my queen h4 defense, so... but he definitely has a really bad bishop right now, so I have to be able to work on that somehow. Maybe f4, f5 seems pretty good. I'm just going to pin his knight. And then maybe I can rook lift, and I'll have some activity. Okay, so now I want to get f5 in. And I expect him to take, just because that'll give me a backward pawn on e3. But after rook takes, and then rook a to f1, I think I'm doing pretty good as far as my kingside attack goes. I'm just going to take that. Oh, he took my bishop? That's bizarre. I didn't think he would take my bishop. Well, I guess I was attacking his queen, so pretty much had no choice, huh? Well, to be honest, I just didn't see that my bishop could take his queen. I don't think it was a good move anyway, because after, yeah. So I don't know why he feels like he wants to clamp down on my dark squared pawns. Because I'm not really worried about having a backward pawn on e3. Yeah, maybe I should be a little worried about it, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. But his bishop is just so bad, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so his queen is a little bit precarious out there. Okay, so I guess I could lose my backward pawn now, but it does expose his bishop a little bit. Oh, I'm glad he played that. Now my position is really good. His bishop is so bad right now. So bad. It's like super bad, like that movie. So I'm just gonna rook lift since I have all the play here. Yeah, so I'll just rook there. I almost have some cool tactics, but none of them quite work yet. He's just like, he's got everything covered by like one move, which is unfortunate. So his big pressure is probably going to be on the queen side, so I'm just going to play a3 and see what he does with the rest of his pieces. Maybe maybe I can set up a battery with my queen and bishop, but I don't see how that's going to be very feasible at this point. Doesn't quite work. I was thinking of he's trying to play f6, right? So I was thinking if he plays f6, I can play rook g6, and then pawn takes, rook takes, h6, check. But then pawn takes, queen takes, and then just king g8, and I'm pretty much out of checks. Maybe queen g6 check. I have a perpetual there. Well, unless he could block with his queen, give up his bishop, then he'll be up in exchange for several pawns, which would not be good for me. So let me see if I can think of anything else. Well, actually, pawn takes, he's probably going to play rook takes, right? Problem is you know what their plan is, and I don't see a good way I can stop it. So maybe there's a way that I can make it worth my while here for him to play f6. So f6, pawn takes, rook takes, pretty obvious he's going to play that. Then, let's see, rook takes. Where does my queen go? Doesn't have any good squares. Well, I could let him take. I think f6. I'll just let him take. Maybe I can maneuver my bishop a little bit. Although, once he plays f6, the best square for it is going to be g6. So, I guess I should just wait. Maybe h4? H4, f6. Bishop g6. Right? Pawn takes pawn, queen takes h4. Oh, he can't, his bishop hangs. Well, then my rook hangs. So h4 is no good. I'm gonna lose on time here. Let's see. I'm just gonna play h4, and if he pushes, I'll just play h5 to try to clamp down on his king side. Cause, okay, so he played f5. Well, that was weird. I didn't expect that at all. So, I'm just gonna invade with my rook, I guess. Yeah, f5 was bizarre. I expected f6, because now his pieces are all locked behind his own pawns. What is he doing? Well, if I move my queen, he's going to push his pawn, I think. So I probably avoid that. I'll just back my rook up again. I don't really know what he's doing, so I'm playing kind of cautious. And since I'm pretty low on time, I should probably be cautious. Yeah. So, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Does anybody know what I'm doing here? I'm so lost. I've got like no time left, and he's pushing his pawns. I mean, his plan is pretty obvious. It just took me a while to figure out what he was trying to do with his pieces. And I was wrong, which is, most unfortunate. So if he takes this, I'll be in pretty good shape because I'll have this pass pawn, and my bishop is still better than his. So I can't imagine that he would take that. And now maybe I can use my light square bishop to attack his pawns. Since all my pawns are superbly placed on dark squares, so. Oh, he wants to pass pawn as well. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take his G pawn, and it's just pretty much over for him. I think he can't create a pass pawn because he doesn't have a majority, and his breakthrough doesn't work. So I have to remember to take with that pawn. Yeah. So. So now I have 2 pass pawns, so that should be enough for me to win. So this pawn's just gonna march forward, and I don't see how he can stop it. Well, he could try to cheapo me, but I don't think it's gonna work out for him. Yeah, so this pawn's actually queening now. I'm pretty sure. Oh, flag. Oh, flag. Oh, man. I was winning so bad. Oh well. That was my last game for today, so maybe I'll play some more later on. I'm not sure how long my ICC membership is for, but yeah, I'm just winning here. I don't see how I could avoid losing. I could just push this pawn and then push this pawn. and then when he takes here, queens, bishop takes, and it's just over. But I could probably force the queen. I could probably force myself getting a queen. Let me examine it. Yeah, so I could probably just force myself to get a queen with a move like this. And look, his bishop has nowhere to go on this diagonal. Yeah, he's got no squares, so he'll probably have to come, I don't know, down here. And now, when I push here, his only way to stop this from queening is there, and now here, and I'm queening my pawns, so. Yeah, unfortunately I was like 3 moves away from queening, but my time was so low. Because of that confusing move that he played. What was it? Yeah, his rook move. I knew he was trying to move his f-pawn, but I just spent so much time. I shouldn't have spent so much time. Look, I used, what is that, 2.5 minutes, basically? Or even more. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Ouch. That hurt me big time. Okay.